What we're going to show you today is the preferred method for detaching cable in an emergency situation. This is the method we prefer to use in lieu of cutting the cable, because when you cut the cable, you can create hazards. The primary function of the cable guardrail is to maintain that separation of traffic. We use it in narrow medians type situations where you have less than 30 feet of clear zone between each lane. This technique will be used primarily for first responders, for when there's a vehicle trapped in the cable guardrail. If it becomes detained in there and you're unable to remove it through using the recovery vehicles. So we'd use this technique to knock the cable down so everything's detensioned and you can now remove the vehicle safely. First thing we're going to try to cover is our general anatomy of the cable guardrail. This will be your cast cable system for the TL3. We have your upper posts, your lower posts, your 6 terminal posts, and your standard C post. There's a lot of energy stored in these cables and the risk of injury is rather high. Today what we're going to do is go down and we're going to knock down the cable and detension it as if an accident has happened. We're going to come out to the area and we're going to assess it. We want to stop at the wreck itself and get in contact with whoever's in charge and let them know that you're going to be detensioning the cable. You want to look around and see if the traffic control's set up, everybody's in place, and that everyone's going to be informed that you're going to be taking the cable down. If you have a lot of vehicles trapped in there, it's to your best interest to release the tension. If you have a single vehicle just nosed in, try to remove the vehicle before detensioning. It should just pull right out. To avoid any possible injuries, just remember it's really easy to knock the cable down in detention. So if there's any doubt in your mind that the vehicle's entrapped, just release the tension. Even as you're coming out to the scene of the accident, you want to kind of judge where your best area to knock the cable down will be. There'll be 2 ends to the cable, and usually one end's at a crossover at a wide spot. You want to try to pick that position. And when you approach it, you want to swing in to the cable and try to line yourself up to the center. That way you can hit it with the receiver hitch on your truck. That's about the best way to do it so you avoid damage to your vehicle as well as anything else. It's best to have a partner to help you with this in some way. You can do it yourself, it's just the risk of damaging your vehicle is a lot higher. So once you've aligned the truck and your partner's moved out of the way, you want to just ease back into it. This is just a little tap and it should come loose. If for some reason it's giving you fits, pull forward, ease back into it again. You don't need a lot of force. There's no need to get a running start at it. It's just a little bumps and you can knock it loose. Once you're done there, you want to secure all your parts, make sure nothing's flowing into the lane of travel, and then you just repeat for the next 2 posts. The upper post can kind of fly around when you do this. That's why we want to make sure everyone's backing away from it at the point of knocking the post. Keep in mind that these posts are designed to break away. They're held together by 2 small bolts, so it doesn't take much force to release. The real hazard with this is the stored energy. You just want to never put yourself in a place where there's nowhere to get out of the way. If anything starts coming back or snaking around, it's too easy to get hurt. So you just want to make sure that you're backing away from it. All right, and once the cable's down, it's now opened up to the responders to come in and do whatever they need to get the vehicle out of the cable or assess the situation as they need.